calories is like food-shaped Tetris. And I suck at Tetris. But we're gonna give it a try. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aries, and if you don't know, this is my journey to get fit-ish. So a couple weeks ago, in my 1 month check-in, I decided to try using a program called Noom. I'm sure you've all heard about it, and a ton of you have been asking for my thoughts on it. So here they are. Here are my thoughts on Noom. As you might have seen in the last video about the 67 Try Your Best Bitch Challenge, I have moved on to a program called LoseIt. This is more of a basic calorie tracker, but it includes a lot more for much less money. So, here are my thoughts on Noom. It is a good program. It teaches you a lot. It has a ton of daily lessons, but that's where it gets difficult for me personally, is it's all daily lessons. And you have to dedicate so much time per day, or all of a sudden you lose your streak. And for me, that makes me feel like I'm failing, and then I get frustrated. So it was a bit of a struggle that way because my life is busy. I have a hectic job. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to do the YouTube channel. I'm trying to be a good partner in my relationship. I'm trying to be a good friend to people. And it's all adding up. So taking the time to also put 15 minutes into learning these skills and learning these tricks sometimes wasn't always doable. It could be the simple fact of my job didn't finish until 2 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up late, so I didn't have time to do anything before I went to work. And for my job, I have to turn my phone off the entire time I'm at work. So there's no chance to jump on and just do a quick 15-minute read on my break or my lunch, because that doesn't really exist in my industry. So it got frustrating that way. But it does teach you a lot of really cool things about how the brain works, how we think about things. A lot of it I already knew, but it was nice to get reinforced with it. And some of it was completely brand new and kind of eye-opening. Some other things I struggled with were feeling like I was being boxed into having the same issues or problems as everyone else. So it would kind of guide you through, like, this is a common mistake lots of people make, and this is a way that you can combat it or challenge it. And it would not really force you into, but it would try and encourage you into doing these tasks to combat that issue. And then it would lead you into a group chat and tell you to write about how you're going to do those things to the group. But if it was something that I didn't have an issue with, why do I have to include anybody? And why do I have to do this if it's not for me? It's not a problem that I suffer from or struggle with. So that got a little box-like feeling. And I don't know if it's just me, but anytime I feel like I'm crammed into a box or shoved into a corner or forced into a issue, I rebel. I get my back up and I want nothing to do with that. Even if it is for my best benefit, I can't. I don't know why I can't do it. And trying to reach out to my coach with those kind of issues, I didn't get the response I wanted. It was, well, we're not here exactly for that, or maybe that'll come up in a lesson later, but it never did. For me anyways. I also didn't stick around for that long. I did get past the 2-week period. So when they say it's a free trial, they actually do ask you to pay a little bit. They offer you to pay anywhere from 1 cent up to, I think it was $24, which is what they say covers the cost of their employees. So that's fair. You kind of feel guilted into doing the $24 thing, even though they advertise it as a free 14 days. So that was a little weird on the beginning. I opted for the 1 cent because I was told it was going to be free. What was interesting though was once it got to how much the actual program was going to cost, for my 8-month period, my cost was a lot higher than a friend of mine who's doing it who paid the $24. So I kind of wonder if there's something a little interesting going on with the price system for that. One thing for me is I struggle with figuring out food. I hate putting meals together. It's like that whole thing of like becoming an adult and all of a sudden your biggest deal of the day is doing dishes and deciding what to eat again and again and again. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I was hoping that there was going to be a meal plan included. And they did offer a meal plan when you signed up for an additional cost. But they had it on an extreme sale, so I figured, okay, why not? If I know that this is what I need to succeed, then I might as well spend the money on it. So I spent the extra money on a meal plan and a workout plan, only to find out that once it did get sent to me, it was like, this is how many calories you should hit per each meal. Yeah, I can figure that out on my own. I don't need to pay money for that. I want you to tell me what meals are good. I want you to give me ideas. Say, this is a basic week. This is how you should eat on Monday. This is how you could eat on Tuesday. And yes, I get to still decide myself. But like, just telling me what calories I need to make each meal, I can already figure that out for free. That's what I struggle with. So I was a little frustrated, if you can't tell. And I emailed them. And I said, listen, I thought I was getting an actual meal plan. I'm a little disappointed with what this has come up with. Like, what's the deal? So they were good, and they offered me a refund. Awesome. So I got my money back for the meal plan because I find it hard to call it a meal plan. But in that process, they accidentally canceled my actual membership as well. But that ended up working out for my benefit, because then they offered me a discount to sign back up. So at that point, it was like, okay, do I sign back up if I'm not exactly enjoying it? Or do I take advantage of this discount and sign back up? So I did. But it wasn't long before I realized this isn't a fit for me. Don't get me wrong, it's a great program, and I'm sure a lot of people are having fantastic success with it. But I'm not one of those people. I didn't. It made it seem like there was going to be more help and guidance than there was. It was a lot of, the lessons were great, sure, but the coaching wasn't as good or in depth as they make it seem. There isn't any like incentive to track your food or any of those things. There's no guidance in like how you're supposed to take steps forward to lose weight. So it seems strange to me. All of these people start boasting in the ads about, oh, I've lost 11 pounds in my first 2 weeks. I gained weight because there was no guidance. It wasn't like you signed in. It was like, okay, this is how you should go forward. These are the things that you're going to do. There was just not enough there for me, which is unfortunate because I was excited. But in that second sign up, I ended up going back into a 14-day trial, at which point I was able to cancel up until April 18th. So I did. I canceled before April 18th, and I am out of the whole situation without paying any money other than a couple cents. So it worked out that way, but I wish it worked out in I lost some weight instead of gaining weight. Unfortunately, it didn't. I hope that this program works for other people. And if there's any specific questions that you have about the program, please comment below and I'll do my best to answer it. If it's something I encountered or something I am able to answer, I will 100% answer it for you. And if not, I'll let you know that I can't. Yeah, it's unfortunate it didn't work out, but I am really looking forward to using the program LoseIt. It was suggested by a viewer, a friend, and for much less money. And I'm seriously much less money. I get the premium version, and there is calorie tracking with way more food base. That was another thing about Noom, was hardly any Canadian foods were included in the food base to be able to track any of your food. So that was super frustrating. I either had to put in I had to either Google all of the nutrients and put it in myself, or I had to just guess. And then what's the point? I'm not getting any benefit from guessing. I've been trying to do that my whole life. Clearly it's not working. So with LoseIt, it has a much bigger food database, which is awesome. It also has actual meal plans built into the premium version, not the free version. But that's exactly what I need. It also has a workout plan and so much more. And you're able to track ahead of time. So I can put my meals in for the entire week, and then as I actually eat them, I just tick them off as being eaten, and it goes towards. There's also different ways to gauge what your calories are. So depending on how fast you want to lose your weight or how slowly, you can make a different goal. So like it'll tell you what your base calories are to maintain your weight, and then if you want to lose 1 pound a week, there's your target. If you want to lose 1.5 a week, here's your target. And if you want to lose 2 pounds a week, here's your target. So I went with the middle. I went for like 1.5 a week, which seemed pretty doable. It has me set at like 1,700 calories a week, which isn't crazy. It's definitely a deficit because a girl likes to eat. But it wasn't as restrictive as the 2 pounds, which was like 1,400 calories a week. I feel like that would be too restrictive too soon. So I'd rather start here in the middle ground, get some progress. And if down the road I have to restrict a little bit more, then cool, but I probably won't. So that's where I'm at. Unfortunately, Noom didn't work out for me. I hope it works out for you, but just know that it's not as great as the ads make it seem, in my opinion. Again, I'm just a girl trying her best. But thanks for joining me, guys. I look forward to your comments in the comment section below. I'll answer any questions that you have. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for joining me on my journey to get fit-ish. Have a great day, guys. Bye.